you mentioned that book that you read about asking the correct questions in terms of validating your ideas, and you also mentioned Safari in that. What was that called?
Okay, so yeah, the Safari thing is called Sales Safari. It's
Sales
a
Safari.
technique pioneered by a woman named Amy Hoy, Amyhoy. She started a company called Freckle. She's one of like the original bootstrappers. She started this like 10 or 15 years ago. Makes 8 figures a year, I think, or at least seven. It's like a time tracking software. But she sort of pivoted from that. I mean, it still exists, but she decided to start teaching bootstrappers. So she teaches a class called 30 by 500, where you like essentially go into that class and she like helps you think about how to come up with an idea, how to start an online business. It's really good. Like I've never taken the class, but a lot of good people have come out of it. I've had like 3 or 4 people on the podcast who came up with their business idea while they were in her program and then graduated, and like now their business is like killing it. Like Joel Hooks from Egghead.io is a good example of someone who went through 30 by 500. Brennan Dunn, another person, he started Right Message, and he started a couple other businesses that have all done millions in revenue. So that's Sales Safari. Sales Safari is her whole technique. The one about asking questions and talking to customers is called the Mom Test. It's written by Rob Fitzpatrick. He's on the Indie Hackers Forum all the time. I think he's at Rob Fitz. It's a book he wrote like 7 or 8 years ago, and it didn't really catch on. But now it's been like slowly gaining in popularity as like the indie hackers movement sort of grows, and other people like figure out like it just becomes more common that like more regular people need to talk to customers to try to learn things. And the entire premise of that book is that like people lie. Like the opening chapter is a conversation where it's like a typical startup founder has an idea and he's talking to his mom and asking her all these questions like, hey, would you use this? Or don't you think this is a great idea, et cetera? And like people just lie to make you feel better. And he has like a set of questions, and it's really a set of principles that you should stick to prevent yourself from basically being inadvertently lied to. So the questions that prioritize like asking for things that are true. Like you don't ask someone, would you use something like this? You ask someone who's like, when was the last time you bought a cookbook? Right? It's hard to lie about that question. They don't even think about lying. They're just like, oh yeah, it's been 10 years, right? You're getting actual concrete information. So these are sort of two different approaches: Sales Safari, talking to customers. Both of them are helpful. They're not mutually exclusive. You can do both. But like there's wrong ways and right ways to do both of them.
Awesome, Cortland. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it.